All right, everybody, what's going on? Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins here, and Stephen, you need anything?
No, I was literally saying, hey, I didn't realize we're live.
That's our digital guy, as a matter of fact, right there. So, yeah, just coming on, guys, to give you guys a heads up. What's going on with Tropical Storm Danny today? It's up in the Carolina coastline right now. You can see South Carolina coastline. I got to be honest with you, it's not a huge deal with this. I mean, obviously it's scary, or gets you kind of riled up when you hear there's a tropical storm coming on shore. But you can see, look, most of it's on shore right now. It was just named this afternoon, right around 3 o'clock. They've got recon out there, and so recon's looking at it and saying, yeah, winds mainly offshore now, and in fact, mainly sitting back out here, where there's not even much convection, is where they found some winds at about 40 miles per hour. And of course, you get into these thunderstorms in here, and you're going to get some higher gusts, of course. But it's moving on shore right now to the northwest at 16 miles per hour. It's just off the Charleston coastline, just almost due south of Charleston at this point. So it'll come on shore between there and Savannah. So we're talking Hilton Head, Defusky Island, those areas right in there, getting some pretty good rain out of it. There are the winds that you can see right now. Not a big deal. I mean, Charleston's got gusts to 21 miles per hour. That's just not a big deal, right? But especially on the north side, when you get up towards Myrtle Beach and places like that, that's where we're seeing a little bit more in the way of the rain bands have a chance that we get some tropical storm force gusts and, of course, even some isolated tornadoes in that northeast quadrant. So that's the Myrtle Beach area, although I'm not seeing anything major there. Even perhaps up into Wilmington with some of those rain bands coming through. But generally Myrtle Beach back out through Columbia, that'll be the best chance to see any tornadoes out of it. So it's a real small threat there. Recon, as I mentioned, has been out there, and that's where we got the latest data to give it 40 mile per hour winds. They're based out of Keesler, this particular group. And yeah, that's what they're finding. So this is moving on shore. It's quickly going to fall apart. They have it by about 8 o'clock tonight on shore, still with about 40 mile per hour winds, and this would be due west of Charleston at that particular time. And then continuing to move up further to the north and the west overnight tonight and into tomorrow. So in the morning, early tomorrow morning, yeah, moving up through the high country, Columbia, Greenville, South Carolina, winds decreasing overnight tonight as it comes through, so mainly a rainmaker. And then you can see the winds down to at least 25 miles per hour for tomorrow morning, and then decreasing steadily throughout the day. Models do pretty much agree with all of that, so no big deal with anything, moving in another direction. We're pretty sure it's going right there. It will weaken, of course, and then it'll be more of a rainmaker that moves off to the north. But again, that's going to get sucked up into a cold front. It's not going to be a big deal. All right, second wave that we are watching. We are watching Invest 95L, and that's what you see here out in the middle Atlantic now. We've been watching this for a while now. Model's still just not doing much with this. Hurricane Center says it has about a 40% chance of developing. That's when it gets out into this particular area in here, and even then, I gotta be honest, it's just there's not a whole lot going on with it. I mean, I just don't see a big chance with this. So next couple days, you can see there's not much to it right now. This is the big envelope of moisture, and it'll move off in this direction. But there's some shear. There's actually the water gets a little bit cooler. It'll get into some warmer water when it gets close to the windward islands. But there's just not much to it. This is the forecast models on it. We're running spaghetti plots on it, of course. And yeah, if you look at that, that's kind of scary, like, whoa. But I think what will really end up happening is this will just end up being moisture. And in fact, that's what's going to happen here tomorrow. We actually have a wave of moisture coming up for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tropical wave is just moisture, won't develop. But I think you can see the models just dying on it right here, right? I think that's what this will end up doing. We've got a great big ridge of high pressure sitting here, and it's been kind of nosing its way in like that. And it's been breaking down a little bit, and so I think this will kind of let it up into there. But again, at this point, it does not look like it's going to be anything of major concern for us. So there you go. There's the update on Tropical Storm Danny. Check another name off the list, fourth named storm of the season. And just watch for some of these. If you're in this area, you've got friends or family in that area, of course, watch for some of the heavier downpours that we're seeing there. Charleston's actually going to start to dry up a little bit. The heavier rain on the front side moving through Beaufort, South Carolina, Beaufort, North Carolina, spelled exactly the same. And then look at the rain that's moving into Georgia. I mean, Brunswick, you get up to Macon, Augusta's going to get some pretty decent rains out of it, but nothing really terrible. On the north side, this is where you could have a tornado threat. Not seeing a big deal right now. But some of these cells, even up in that, they're headed towards Charlotte. They could have potential to produce a tornado or two. So just something to watch there. But you know what? I tell you, look, if you're in that area and you have to get hit, you want to get hit with a 40-mile-per-hour tropical storm and not any kind of hurricane, right? So that's it. All right, guys, not a long one here for you today. I just want to get off here and just let everybody know what was going on. Hope you have a good rest of the afternoon and evening. I'll be on 10 Tampa Bay here in Tampa at 5 o'clock tonight, 5, 6, and 11. And if you're watching from the Tampa area, go Bolts. Big game out there tonight.